Yeah.
Good morning, my name is Abdullah Majid and I'm here today to present globalization with my friends, and my subject is globalization impact in Turkey economically way, and we are starting. And the definition of globalization is the process by which businesses or other organizations develop international influence or start operating on an international scale. Economic globalization is one of the three main dimensions of the globalization commonly found in academic literature. Economic globalization refers to the free movement of goods, capital, services, technology, and information. It is the increasing economic integration and interdependence of national, regional, and local economies across the world through an intensification of border movements of goods, services, technology, and capitals. The Turkish economy is an economy defined by the International Monetary Fund (IMF) as an emerging marketing economy. Turkey is among the world's newest industrialized countries and has a great developed economy. It is also recognized by the economists and politicians, scientists as one of the world's newest industrialized countries. When the effects of the globalization process on Turkey are beginning to examine, the first factor that multiplies is that Turkey is affected from all dimensions of globalization at a very high level compared to many countries in the world. A fundamental reason for this situation is the geostrategic position of Turkey. Turkey is located at the center of Eurasia, at a point where the east and the north meet with the south, and is open wide to the effects of globalization. The unique geostrategic positions of Turkey bring significant results in the field of economy. This shows itself especially in the field of energy. Adjacent to the region where the world is richest in the term of energy resources, Turkey presents the shortest and least costly route for the transportation of oil and the natural gas reserved in the east-west direction. Turkey is the world's largest Muslim economy. Turkey is followed by Indonesia and Saudi Arabia in this subject. Turkey, which is the world's most advanced economy of Turkish world, follows by Kazakhstan. Three economic conferences have been held since its established in Turkey, and important decisions have been taken. Today, many regions of Turkey can be considered as industrial communities. Turkey is one of the few countries that can make rapid transition to the industrial society successfully among the Muslim society. As in many developing countries in the world, the basic economic development strategy of Turkey in the 1960s to 1970s was based on the import substitution policy. Import substitution policy is an economic development and industrializing strategy aiming to increase the share of domestic products by reducing the share of imports in the total supply. The importation of a product of a group of goods that is being imported is restricted to the importation goods in the country. The 1980s adoption policy package increased the export incentives program, strengthened administrative efficiency, and encouraged foreign trade firms. Post-1980s export incentives programs can be categorized in the following five main categories. First, Turkish lira depreciated against the exchange rates allowed. Second, direct payment has been made to the exporters. Third, preferential and subsidized export credits are given. Subsidy refers to grants made by governments to the institution in the form of goods, money, or services. Fourth, tax exceptions were applied to imports. Fifth and last, institution tax deductions have been introduced. As a result, the ratio of total export subsidized to total manufacturing industry export increased between 1980 to 1984, gradually declining with the export sector becoming more self-sufficient. In the course of these events, the economy has been changed very turbulently by globalization in Turkey. Turkey is trying to keep pace with the world changing economically with the globalization, and it still thrives. And Turkey has proved its economy to global world with the launches it has made in the last decade, and it's still doing. Thank you very much for listening to me. From now on, my friend Sadia will present his own subject. Have a good day.
Hello, good morning. This is Sadia Zamanpi for you. We are going to talk about the impact of globalization on different sectors. My friend Abdullah has already described what is globalization and the impact of globalization on the economy, including his country. And now I'm going to talk about the impact of globalization on culture, including my country. Every nation has its own traditional culture, customs, social values, belief and thoughts. And all the countries are different from each other. Bangladesh has its own culture, own traditional culture, traditional beliefs, thoughts and everything. By globalization, we came to know about the other culture, other countries' thinking, other countries' social values as well. The process of globalization, we have two impacts in our culture. One is positive impact and another one is negative impact. Now, I'm going to talk about the positive impact about globalization on our culture. Due to globalization, westernization is spreading out all over the world. Well, westernization has been placed in all the countries all over the world because of globalization, and it has had some great impact on the culture. First of all, most of the people are nowadays using English languages rather than that of their regional languages. Regional languages are on a process for redefine. And it is very good for us to know English languages because it is very helpful to get a good job and to go abroad for higher studies, because English is the international languages and the second languages for us. Secondly, young people are like to wear Western dresses such as t-shirts, shirts, jeans, pants, and so on. And it is very comfortable and good for traveling. Not only the dress and not only the dresses and the Western festival is also impact on our culture. We have some own cultural festivals such as Pohela Boishakh, Pohela Falgun, Bashanto, and so on. But nowadays, people are more interested to celebrate the other Western cultural festival as well, such as Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Friendship Day, and so on. We have some negative impact on our culture for the globalization as well, such as most of the people nowadays watching adult movies, cloudless picture, and so many negative things which is very harmful for our culture, and it damage our culture as well. Especially the younger people are doing this kind of activities which is very harmful. Not only the adult movies but also the clothes as well. According to our culture and to our religion, it is not permitted to wear this kind of dresses because most of the men are take these dresses negatively and they think negatively. That's why nowadays the rape cases is increasing day by day and it damages our reputation of our country. In conclusion, I would like to say that globalization is very good for us because it helps us to increase our percentage of economics, our trade and commerce. It helps us to know about the other countries' economics as well. But however, it is very harmful for us because the westernization is not for our culture because we have our own traditional culture, and it damage our younger generation, which is the asset for our country. And I think we should be more careful about the using of globalization in different terms, and we should introduce the younger people with our own culture because the culture is our proud. Thank you so much for listening me, and now my friend Hassan is coming to do his presentation. Thank you very much.
Hello, good morning. My name is Hassan Kadir and I am going to describe the globalization in terms of Pakistan. First of all, globalization impacts Pakistan in several ways. It impacts on culture. Pakistan is an Islamic state who is predominantly Muslim. Due to globalization in Pakistan, there are few minorities, non-Muslims, who have freedom to perform their religious and their group of observation and their group of patrons according to their religions. Now, and basically it is a vehicle for social cohesion and stability because it promotes mutual understanding among us. It brings peace and harmony in society. It teaches us to rely on local resources and local people rather than outside resources. It can lead any country towards development. Pakistan is influenced by Pakistan is influenced by various culture subcontinent. It is different from other cultures of Islamic countries. After this, I would like to discuss the impact of globalization in terms of music industry of Pakistan. It also impact on Pakistani music industry and film industry. Coke Studio is a Pakistani music television series. It brings different artists on one platform. This artist belongs to different regions of Pakistan. Through Coke Studio, Pakistani music is accessible to international audience. Drama and film industry represents and reflects societal thoughts and demands, by which it shows where the society of Pakistan is going traditionally. And after this, I would like to say the spread of English due to globalization in Pakistan. The spread of English as international language and the emergence of internet as a fast communication channel are mutually enforcing trends in an age of globalization. In Pakistan, the demand of English learning and the consequent opening of thousands of English medium schools indicates a chance in the needs of people to adopt the English as a second official language. The last few decades have seen a growth in the role of English around every part of the Pakistan. And after this, I would like to discuss the impact of globalization in terms of print media in Pakistan. The print, sorry. I would like to discuss Pakistan's I would like to discuss the globalization impact on political in Pakistan. Globalization impacts all nations. It has different impact on different politics. The impact basically depends on that country's socio-economic and political conditions. The Muslim society of Pakistan took great influence from Hindu and British society politics after a long and intermediate association. This influence is prominent from the domestic politics of Pakistan. And thank you so much for listening to me. And this is the end of our presentation. And thank you.